in my mind because he's starting to move forward more. But it made me think about, well, a couple things. First of all, when you look at something and say we should do this, your conscious mind can get into the process of trying to control your motor patterns, and then that's a hard thing to undo. So I sort of thought about it. What would have been a better way to say stay turned back longer? And maybe that's not really the answer. So what I thought actually is something I've been working on myself that I think might be an easier fix is sometimes I think when you, I wouldn't even say fix, it's not, nothing needs to be fixed, but something to work on. There's ways to automate your motion that don't require then that you get consciously involved in it. And one thing that I've been working on is, you see this in Ben Hogan and George Knudson too. They both did this move where they took this knee and they sort of locked it in this bent angle. So rotating it a little bit this way, and then it locks in right there. And what this does, you have to try it for yourself to see what it does really, but it keeps you from ever going outside of that foot. If you just consciously create a little feeling of internally rotating this knee and then hold that through the whole swing, it gets you to go back and forward much sooner, so you don't have a chance to go all the way over here and then try to get back. So really automates that you're shifted and moved and still saving this up without consciously having to do anything in your motion. It's just sort of a pre-motion way to set it. So set this knee in a little bit, and then go ahead and swing, and it's really almost automatic that I go back, forward, back really brief, shift forward, then rotate. It's sort of built in. So anything that you can do that doesn't require consciously thinking about maneuvers is always better in golf, because your conscious mind is slow and, in terms of motor movement, relatively stupid. It just can't do it. So you don't really make any motor movements with your conscious mind. So the conscious mind mostly just messes up things. Unless, I would say the one exception to that is if you do very slow motion things, you can find a way to integrate your conscious mind into your motor pattern. But they have to be not these position-y things, but continuous movement can be very revealing to see where do you have an understanding of what's going on and not. But anyway, we want to work on this. So kicking this knee in, this one's rotated out, and I think for everybody, find the position for this foot that gets you to feel comfortable in your finish. My inclination is to not be rotated enough and then get sort of stuck here. So for my range of motion, I like to be rotated fairly far out. Kicking this knee in, and then the swing feeling I like right now, working on, is that sort of no hinge in the backswing, hinge coming down. Where it actually happens doesn't matter. It's just the feeling works out for me. So, not bad. Pretty much at my target there. A little long. Didn't set my target quite far enough away from this club, but that's okay. Try it again. So, and this isn't really so much a conscious move. It's a reaction to holding this brace that just land and go. Sort of almost automatic once it starts. So give that a try, especially if you're someone that kind of gets out, ends up pulling it, slicing it, getting too far forward. Really gets you to be right there every time, and then unwind.